Hello, my friend. Hello, it is second try because I started my stream approximately 10 minutes ago, but I'm new on this streaming platform, so something went wrong. Let me introduce myself. I'm Serhii Uzlov, Kiev tour guide, and now we are in Kiev funicular cable railroad. And today I'm going to see the city center of Kiev, and we also will discuss the situation in war-torn country Ukraine, and also I'll show you some historical monuments, exhibition of military vehicles, and also the very heart of Kiev, Maidan. Maidan is a legacy. You know, the word Maidan, it's a Ukrainian word for plaza or square. Now I'm waiting for Nicola to start. This is Kiev Nicola. We'll start our ride in several minutes. It will take us only 2.5 minutes. I hope that internet connection will be good during all my streaming, because sometimes we have unstable internet due to blackouts in Kiev, and maybe on some other reasons. Sometimes our authorities switch off internet due to some secret objects, and the drones and missiles Russia launch on Ukraine. They guided by internet, so sometimes we will have interruptions. No, it is not Iran. Lines 4. No, it is Kiev. It is the capital of Ukraine. Here we go. Now we are going up from lower city of Kiev to upper city of Kiev. You can see a lot of snow, despite of quite warm weather, about maybe 7 or 10. About 0, there are a lot of snow on the slopes, because it is a shady place, and snow will be on its place for several days more. nearing to upper station of the funicular rail cable road or cable tram. In 1 minute we'll be on the place. You can see over there, you can see white building. It is Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Будь ласка, дівчатка, речі не залишайте тут, дивіться за речами.
Guys, why are you asking me about Iran? Can you see that my translation is from Iran? Is it really so? No, I don't want source of this video from Iran. I'm in Kiev, capital of Ukraine. Hello, Maria. Героям слава. Guys, now we are on Vladimirsky Park, and on distance you can see river of Dnipro, the biggest river in Ukraine. And down there is Podil, or lower city. It is ancient parts of Kiev, and in general, now we are on right bank of the river of Dnipro, and it is historical part of the city of Kiev. And in 1 minute I'll show you left bank of river of Dnipro. Some guys are in military uniform because of Ukraine is the state of war. Or I would say I cannot agree with people who call these events Russian-Ukrainian war. No, it is, in my opinion, it is not Russian-Ukrainian war. It is war between two civilizations. Because of Ukraine was 100% peaceful country before Russian invasion to Ukraine. Ірина, ти мене чуєш? Якщо ти мене чуєш, скільки в мене зараз зрителів? Я не бачу, щось ця програма не показує мені. Guys, I'm streaming from streaming platform and not directly from YouTube, so I lost information about number of my viewers. Привіт з Болгарії, привіт Болгарія, привіт з України, з Києва. Now I'll be waiting for more viewers, so please enjoy view on the greatest Ukrainian river Dnipro. I am next to funicular cable railroad, and just 10 minutes ago I took a ride from lower part of the city to upper part of the city, and today I want to discuss with you events in Ukraine and around Ukraine, and also let's talk about this and about that, because we live in state of war, but unfortunately this war faded into the background due to the new war in the Middle East. Nathan West D9W, hello. It is still winter, I would say mild winter weather and temperature, but I can feel scent of spring in the air. Today is a sunny day in Kiev. It's just a little bit more than 3 p.m. I cannot see stream due to error, so it is some problem with my translation on Instagram. Fear the support will go away. You fear the support will go away? Yeah, I think so. So I cannot say about our support unambiguously because of Iran. Iran was Russian supplier of drones, deadly weapon, and I hope that supply from Iran, these drones, will be finished after this war. And in Dubai, just recently, I seen a video from Dubai, and Russians vacationers were very unpleased when they were attacked by drones made in Russia, because of on the body of a drone was signed Gerань. Gerань means that these drones were produced in Russia by Iranian license. Okay guys, I cannot see how many viewers are looking my stream, so will you text me? It is new streaming platform for me, and I did not set it right because I cannot see number of my viewers. It's not difficult to you. Okay, now we will take a little walk along this park, Volodymyrsky Mountain Park. You can see weather is very nice here, but just 3 weeks ago we experienced frost as low as 22 and lower. Some people told that in the night temperature was at below zero in some part, maybe northern part of Ukraine, but today is beautiful, very nice weather. The nature is still sleeping, but I can see green grass on the ground. It is an obvious sign of coming spring weather. And next week weather forecast tells that so quiet. I think I could chill there. Weather is nice, especially in comparison to previous winter weather. And Russia uses everything as a weapon. They weaponize weather, language, history, everything. So their goal is to destroy Ukraine as a state and kill all Ukrainians. Last winter they tried to destroy, to incapacitate our energy generation and thermal stations. That's why temperature in many flats, about 1,000 flats, not flats, living apartment buildings, especially on the left bank of the river of Dnipro, is still without heating. And 1 month ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, we had blackouts. Now blackouts are continued, but 2 weeks ago, I will speak for myself only. We had in my apartment that I rent, temperature was maybe between 20 and 15 above zero. But now in many apartments over there on the left bank of Dnipro is the same as outside. I cannot see how many viewers are watching my stream. I don't know why, because of yesterday, during my yesterday stream I saw in general more than 4,000 people watched my stream, but today I just not have information. And guys, in front of me is a monument to Vladimir the Great. Vladimir the Great is a person. He was ruler of this area of Kiev, Rus, and he baptized residents of this area. He was one of the first Christians, and this monument was erected in 1853. And now it is semi-closed with some sheets with I don't know what's material to protect it from possible Russian attacks, air attacks. And we experience air attacks every day. And on distance you can see a bridge. It was under Russian attack on 10th of October 2022, and it was partly damaged, but as you can see there are some walkers on this bridge over there, but I will not go there. I will not go there due to the fact that internet may be not so good there. And in general, we have problems with everything here in Kiev. I try to zoom my picture. I don't know why. Oh yeah, oh, it is okay now. Well, guys, let's continue. Let's continue my walking tour. I'm going to buy holiday house there. Yeah, it is possible, but we all waiting for the end of the war because of Ukraine is not the safest place in the world. But if you want to visit Kiev now, I can give you a nice tour around Kiev, Kiev district, because I'm professional guide, and guiding is my occupation now. And in fact, I'm former resident of Donetsk. Donetsk is unofficial industrial capital of Ukraine, and now it is under Russian occupation. And for the last time, I saw my home in July of 2014. So for me and for many Ukrainians, this war started 12 years ago. Hello, guys. Hello for those who is new on my channel. My name is Serhii Uzlov. I am refugee from Donetsk, eastern part of Ukraine. And now I am guide, Kiev guide. In general, I'm in tour business for 10 years already. Coming summer, I will mark 10 years when I started to conduct my tours to Chernobyl zone. Obviously, you know what Chernobyl zone is. It's a huge area contaminated with radiation after explosion at Chernobyl nuclear power plant. This Chernobyl took place in 1996, and dozens of thousands people, residents of that area, were evacuated to different parts of Ukraine and other places of former Soviet Union. So you know that before 1991, Ukraine was a part of the Soviet Union. Country consisted of 15 republics: Russia, Georgia, Ukraine, Belarus, Kazakhstan, and so on. I hope internet connection is good. If you able to see and hear me well, please let me know about it. Because we experience blackouts and not stable internet due to the war. By the way, now we are on the right bank of Dnipro River, and it flows from that direction to that direction. And the length of the river is more than 2,000 kilometers. And here, on the territory of Kiev, inside of Kiev, through cross section of the river, every second flows 1,500 cubic meters of water. And did you know that in 2023 Russia exploded one of the dams on the river of Dnipro? And let's start from beginning. In the 50s and 60s of 20th century, 6 cascades of 6 dams was built here on the river of Dnipro, and the biggest one was Kakhovska Dam and Kakhovska hydropower station. And in 2023, Russia exploded that dam and water. More than 18. Just listen to me attentively. 18 cubic kilometers of water flashed down to Black Sea, and many villages and farm and small towns were flashed into the sea, together with everything what was on the banks of the Dnipro River. They are happy that the efforts drone. Maybe it was reconnaissance. We are expecting a massive air attack, maybe during coming night, maybe during the next night after coming night. US is on my stream. I don't know why, but it doesn't. There are maybe dozen of viewers. I will keep streaming, telling you about life in Ukraine during this crazy, unpredictable, bloody war. Hello, Serhii 562. Hello. Serhii, can you message me how many viewers are on my channel now? Because if I lost this information, I don't know why. Maybe I don't know, but there are no children on it. Because of I think I don't know why. Maybe today is working day, and maybe it is due to the war. But usually here on this part of Kiev there are a lot of mothers with children and foreign guests and Ukrainians from other parts of Ukraine. But today, as you can see, there are absolutely not much people. And let's take the last look at Dnipro River. Sound is dropping off right now. I see 11 people on stream. Thank you, Serge. Maybe in this part of Kiev, internet connection is not good. Now I'm heading to the area next to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Maybe everything will be better. Usually I have up to 200 viewers at the same time, but excuse me, average number of my viewers is maybe 30 or 40 people, so I think it is abnormal. Maybe it's due to bad quality of internet. In front of me is Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This building was built in the middle of 30s of last century, and it was in times of Soviet Union, and this building was built obviously not for Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, because of Ukraine as a country did not exist at that time. By the way, Russia also did not exist in the middle of 30th of 20th century. Russia and Ukraine are new states on the map of our planet, and they emerged on the map of our globe at the same time, in the same year, 1991. People of Ukraine are real heroes. Oh, maybe thank you for your words. And our heroes are at front line. I'm civilian and I'm refugee from eastern part of Ukraine, Donetsk. And I lost a lot of my friends, a lot of colleagues of mine in this cruel, bloody war. We know what for these people gave their lives, but Russians cannot explain what for the reason they wage this war. In the first turn, they destroy their country. Of course, they destroy Ukraine, but at the same time, they destroy their country, Russia. Russia is a huge country, the biggest country on the map of our planet, and Russians have everything for beautiful, prosperous life, but they decided to destroy our life. Hello from Los Angeles, California. Hello from Kiev, capital of Ukraine. Now in front of me is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and on left is Mikhailivsky Monastery. Today is quite warm but windy weather. You can see some brave foreigners, guys who have guts to visit Ukraine in such a turbulent time. Yeah, Ukraine is a beautiful country to visit. Ukraine is the biggest country in Europe, and it covers 603,000 square kilometers. And we have very nice nature and climate. Our climate is very nice also. In front of me is one of the many memorials to our fallen soldiers. You can see scale of our losses. This is rank of fallen soldier, name and birth of dates of their birth. You can see some of them very young people. And Kharchuk Serhii Petrovich, he was born in 2000. It doesn't matter how old they are our citizens, our treasure. They should live. And in general, the 21st century is not war. It is for traveling, for breeding children, grandchildren, for learning languages, for business, for everything, but not for war. But Russia decided another. 12 years ago, they invaded Ukraine and annexed our peninsula, Ukrainian territory, Crimea, and also they occupied Donetsk and Lugansk districts, and they tried to disguise this invasion as some kind of separatist movement, but it is fake. It was special operation of KGB or FSB. It is modern political police, and you know what's that's FSB. It is the modern name of KGB. Now we are next to the entrance to Mikhailivsky Monastery. A bit later I'll show you it from distance. And now let's peep inside of the monastery and church, Mikhailivska church. By the way, it is active monastery and active church, and you can visit this place for free. Unlike the oldest church in Ukraine, Saint Sophia. A bit later I'll show you where Saint Sophia is. But now Saint Sophia it is rather historical monuments and museum rather than church. But sometimes, maybe a couple times of the year in Saint Sophia, which is a bit later. It is over there. You can see just small parts of Saint Sophia, but later I'll show you the whole cathedral. And in front of me is Mikhailivska church. It is a replica, but this replica exactly duplicates original. And original church on this place was built early 12th century. But after communists swept the power, original church was demolished by them. And when Ukraine gained independence in 1991, a new Ukrainian government decided to restore this church, and now you can see how it looks. Full name of this church is Golden Domed Mikhailivsky Monastery. This is a museum, church museum, and entrance to Bell Tower. Yes, there are 55-75. It is unprovoked war, absolutely unprovoked. I tell you more, Russians cannot sanely explain what for they invaded Ukraine. Russia is the country that has a territory 28 times bigger than the territory of Ukraine, and they have also, I would say, a limited number of mineral resources, rivers, lakes, woods, everything. They have also a lot of natural gas deposits and coal and everything. But they, instead of improving their lives, they decided to destroy lives of Ukrainians. And more than 7 million of Ukrainians fled abroad, or maybe in western parts of Ukraine, and they lost their homes. And I'm not exception, because of I was born and raised in eastern part of Ukraine, to be more precise, in Donetsk. And for the last time, when I saw my home and flats, it was July of 2014, and since that time I'm a refugee, and in fact I'm a homeless person, and I have been renting flats all these 12, maybe a little bit less years. In front of me is a harvesting combine donated to Ukraine by Mr. Buffett Foundation, and this harvesting combine worked in Kherson district, but Russians destroy everything on territory of Ukraine. Harvesting combines, schools, hospitals, electrical grids, power stations, everything. Historical monuments. Very windy. Yeah, today is very windy, but we are glad that frost finished, because of, as I told before, frost last winter were as low as 22 below zero, and Russia used this weather as a weapon, and they attacked us with drones and missiles of different types: ballistic missiles, guided missiles, hypersonic missiles, and supersonic missiles, and others. These medieval savages decided to destroy Ukraine and kill Ukrainians on the reason that we are not Russians. We refused to speak Russian. Now it is 21st century, and it sounds crazy. What for they wage this unprovoked bloody war? They just mesmerized by Putin, by Russian propaganda. And I know very well what is Russian and Soviet propaganda, because if I am not so young person, I cannot say that I am old guy, but hello from Kiev. I am in my mid 60s, and I know what Soviet and Russian propaganda means, because of when Soviet Union collapsed, I was about 30 years old, and I was one of the Soviet people, and I was sure that the Soviet Union was surrounded by hostile countries, and they wanted to enslave us, and they wanted to kill all Soviet people. So it was nonsense. It was nonsense from the point of present time. But at that time, I considered it is true. But this Russian propaganda was melted after collapse of Soviet Union, and the base of Soviet Union, one of the base of Soviet Union was Iron Curtain. So in Soviet times we had a lot of papers, magazines, journals, and other printing editions, but all of them were under strict censorship. God bless Ukraine. Thank you. Thank you very much. But also, please, guys, please subscribe my channel, and if possible, I am not. I'm not beggar. I'm just trying to survive, and every your 3-5 euros dollars will help me to survive this harsh time. Because as I told you before, I'm Kiev guide and Chernobyl zone guide, but nowadays not much people have guts to visit Ukraine. Quite dangerous place here in Kiev, and very dangerous in the eastern part of Ukraine, southern and northern part of Ukraine, because of Russia keeps shelling us every day and every night. I was born in Los Angeles, and Hispanic American Donald Trump says I need to leave this country. Oh my gosh, it is a real trouble for for all immigrants, and Trump forgot that United States is a country of immigrants. And on the top of that, just yesterday I wrote an article in some media, I think it was BBC, when some Ukrainian refugee from I forgot. She was in Zaporizhia. She was originally from Zaporizhia. She told that now she lives in fear of immigration and customs enforcement. So that woman is between hammer and anvil. It is terrible. So I very sympathize you, because of I know what means to be a refugee. I'm a refugee for nearly 12 years already. And by the way, I can tell you that I felt quite confident myself before full scale of Russian invasion in 2022. I had tour business in Chernobyl exclusion zone. I started my tours to Chernobyl area contaminated with radiation in 2014, and I was a guide there for nearly for now. But Putin took this nice job, dream job from me, because of Chernobyl exclusion zone is closed for ordinary tourists, and sometimes I maybe once or twice a year I conduct tours to Chernobyl, but it is not, well guys, it is not tourism, I suppose, because of before Russian full-scale invasion I conducted tours to Chernobyl every day, including weekends. But now I conduct tours around Kiev district, but as you can see, there are not much brave tourists who dare to visit war-torn country now. So your support, financial support, will be welcomed. But if you don't want or have not opportunity to help me, so it is okay. It is okay, and my goal on this streaming is to show you life in Kiev for free, without money. So, but if you can, so please, you know what to do. And well, guys, now we are on Mikhailivska Square. It's named Mikhailivska due to Mikhailivsky Monastery, which is on distance. And now I'm on the sites of Russian military vehicles that were destroyed during the first stage of invasion, full-scale invasion, excuse me. War of Russia against the Ukraine started 12 years ago, so in 2014. But 4 years ago, in February, on 24th February of 2022, they launched full-scale invasion, and they crossed the Ukrainian border on these vehicles, and also they used different kinds of missiles. At that time they did not use drones, because they had not drones at their disposal. And a bit later I'll show you Serhii drone, unmanned airborne vehicle that do terror here, because of they launch hundreds of drones every day, every night. They prefer attacking us with drones in night time, because of it is much more difficult to detect them in the Ukrainian sky. Well, guys, in front of me is a Russian tank T-90. It was designed in the Soviet Union, but it's undergone several modifications, and it's equipped with a gun. It's caliber 125 millimeters. And the next vehicle, it is infantry fighting vehicle BMP-2. It has automatic cannon, 30 millimeters caliber, and as you can see, it has a specific shape. It is a floating thing. It's able to cross rivers and some other open water without bridges. And this one, it is not additional. It's not additional armor. It is additional floats to improve its floating ability. You can see a lot of ribbons of colors of Ukrainian flag, and yellow means field of maybe sunflower or some weeds, and the blue one is sky over Ukraine. This is Polish flag color. It is quite difficult to read names. Hello guys. Hello who is new on my channel, and hello friends. Hello my friends. Hello non-friends, because of there are a lot of trolls here. Russia hired people who comment on or ask me some crazy, offensive questions. Well, I welcome everyone, and in this case, I'm not angry on trolls, because of it is better to altercate through internet than invade to our country. So Russians go home, and everything will be okay. Maybe for you it will be okay. Maybe in 100 years. Well, guys, in front of me is a self-propelled howitzer Monastery. It was also designed in Soviet times. You know that Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, and Ukraine and Russia emerged on the map of our planet at the same time, in 1991. I told you, just to debunk Russian propaganda, that Ukraine is part of Russia. No, we were part of Soviet Union. Country consisted of 15 so-called Soviet Socialist republics. And well, in front of me is another howitzer. It has caliber 122 millimeters. It is also floating howitzer. It has weight about 16 tons, and this big one's weight is more than 40 tons, and it's able to fire on distance up to 40 kilometers, but it mainly depends on kinds of projectile. When they use modern reactive projectiles, its range is more than 40 kilometers. And in front of me is it is not fighting vehicle, it is a command and staff vehicle, Linza. Thank you for watching my video, watching my stream. I am in Kiev. I am a Kiev resident, but 12 years ago I moved here to Kiev from Donetsk. It is in the eastern part of Ukraine. And guys, in front of me is infamous drone, and it is unmanned airborne vehicle, and Russia started to launch Ukraine. This thing launched to Ukraine in August of 2022. They started from dozens of drones every day, but nowadays they launch hundreds of drones. But I'm sure and I hope that after beginning of attacks on Iran, flow of drones from Iran will be stopped, because of they were developed, they were designed in Iran, and now Russia organized production of drones like this on their own territory, but obviously it is secret data, but I think that Iran supplies Russia with spare parts and components for production of these drones. And here you can see engine. By the way, this engine was designed in Germany, and it was sold or maybe stolen by Iran. Here should be propeller, huge propeller that produces a terrible sound when it flies over our living apartment buildings and in general over Ukrainian territory, and its warhead is approximately basically 50 kilos of TNT or TNT-like explosives. It has length. It has length 3.5 meters, and it's 2.5 meters wide. Sometimes Russia launch drones like this without explosives inside, in order to create atmosphere of terror and here for civilians, and also to distract, to exhaust our air defense system. And in front of me is ballistic missile .U. It is tactical ballistic missile, because of it has a range 120 kilometers only, and I don't know about usage of these missiles now, but 4 years ago, during first stage of Russian invasion, they widely used missiles like this, and it's able to carry not only explosives like TNT, they also possible to carry nuclear bomb. And so now you can see just half of this missile. It is about this part. It is just engine, and warhead was taken away. And by the way, Russia doesn't use conventional nuclear weapon against Ukrainians, but they use I would say it is nuclear weapon, because of they attacked sarcophagus which was built over destroyed Unit 4 in Chernobyl nuclear power plant, and it's led to, fortunately, to very small leakage of radiation, but it was not critical. But they also occupied the biggest in Ukraine nuclear power plant next to Zaporizhia nuclear power plant that has 6 power units, and it is still under Russian occupation. And unfortunately, the rest of the world turned their eyes blind, and they try not to bring up this topic of occupation of Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plants. It is real trouble. It is real trouble for not only for Ukrainians, but also for the whole world. I cannot say democratic world or authoritarian world, because of radionuclides doesn't know who is the democratic people and who are slaves, and it is threat for the whole world. But unfortunately, people try to turn their eyes blind. Is this a historical artifact? Jack 3. What do you mean? You mean this monastery? Yes, it is a historical attraction, and on the territory of the monastery, which is in fact is replica, is there are some original buildings, and there are a lot of places to see here in Kiev, and I know maybe not all of them, maybe all of them, because of I'm in tour business for nearly 10 years already, and I know a thing or two about history of Kiev, about modern life of Kiev and residents of Kiev. Well, we were a little bit distracted, and guys, in front of me are two civilian cars. Excuse me. And this one, green car, and these rusted cars are from Bucha in Kiev district, and extended family of I think about 10 people tried to escape Russian occupation in March. In February and March of 2022, and as you can see, their escape was not successful. But thankfully, all passengers in these two cars stayed alive. They survived, but they were heavily wounded, and they were sent for treatment to Germany. And in front of me is another Russian military vehicle. Its name is Tiger. I think it reminds me American Humvee. I think they stolen design from United States, and before maybe it was built in cooperation with United States. I don't know it exactly, but I know for sure that before Russian invasion, vehicles like this were equipped with American engines by Cummins company. But now, in this case, this engine, this diesel was built in Russia. And next vehicle, it is Linza, mine-resistant and ambush-protected vehicle. It has a lot of variants, but in this case, it is an evacuation vehicle designed for evacuation wounded Russian soldiers. You can see four places for stretchers, or 6 seats for sitting soldiers, and this seat is for doctor. Guys, is a picture on your device is good? Because of usually I have quite a lot of viewers, but today I lost statistics on my screen, and I don't know how many people are watching me, and I don't know about quality of my stream. because of sometimes we have not good internet here in Kiev due to some technical problems, because of Russia keeps shelling us with missiles of different kinds. So freedom, this is what for we are fighting. For freedom, not only Ukraine, but freedom of all democratic and free world, because of Ukraine is on the way, Russians to Europe, and Putin afraid to launch his attack on Europe before he's able to achieve occupation of the whole Ukraine, but he will never achieve occupation of Ukraine. It's very good. Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in front of me is a beautiful monument dedicated to development of Christianity here in Ukraine. And on left you can see Andrew, first called one of 12 apostles. And in the middle of this sculptural composition is a statue of great Princess Olga, and on right these two gentlemen represent Cyril and Methodius. They were Christianity enlighteners, and also they were developers of Slavic language. And this is the very case when one replica looks better than original, because it was built in 1911, and after communists swept to power, they demolished this monument, and for many years, up to collapse of Soviet Union, on this very place was just a square. It was nothing, and many people, Soviet people, didn't know about existence of this monument, because of, as I told you before, all news, all information in Soviet Union we got from official Moscow or sources, and it was base of Soviet Union. It is the absence of information about the life of people behind the Iron Curtain. And this monument was rebuilt, it was restored in the end of 20th century. And original of this monument was built of concrete, and concrete was new and trendy material at that time, but now this variant of this monument is was made of marble. And by the way, I told you that I know a lot of interesting things about history and modern life in Kiev, and also I want to tell you that here, during construction of this monument, builders found original statue of Princess Olga here under foundation, and now it is exposed at Mikhailivska, next to Andreevska church, which is in that direction, just 10 minutes on foot. I'd like to show you more, guys, but I'm afraid that that internet will be very poor there. So maybe in 5-10 minutes we'll proceed to the main square of Kiev, Maidan. Maidan is a Lezhnesty or independent square, and Maidan is Ukrainian word for plaza or square. God bless the strong hearts of Ukrainian people. Slava Ukraini. Thank you very much. Thank you for your kind words. Who know history talk about how the Ukraine belongs to Russia. Oh yes, yeah. If you are not troll, I can tell you that Russia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Baltic states, and in general 15 countries were not part of Russia. We were part of Soviet Union, and according to Constitution of Soviet Union, we were equal countries, Russia and Ukraine. And Russia and Ukraine are modern states on the map of our planet, and they emerged simultaneously in 1991. So we have to know history, but Russia uses history as a weapon. They weaponize everything: history, language, and even weather. And if you are new on my channel, my name is Serhii Uzlov. I'm in my mid-60s, and I'm resident of Kiev for about 12 years already, but originally I'm from eastern part of Ukraine, and eastern part of Ukraine is traditionally a Russian-speaking area of Ukraine, and I can assure you that I never in my life encountered some cases when my Russian language was infringed or suppressed in one way or another. I traveled a lot of around Ukraine, and I mostly spoke Russian. But now, after Russian invasion, I switched to Ukrainian and English. So suppression of Russian language in eastern parts of Ukraine, it is Russian propaganda. It is fake. And Russia invaded Ukraine under false pretext, and nowadays they speak 100% lie. When they open their mouth, they speak just some trash, and they firstly they invaded eastern parts of Ukraine, and they killed or displaced all Russian-speaking people and destroyed their homes. It is just truth. And you obviously know Minister of Propaganda of Nazi Germany, Joseph Goebbels, and his motto was and his tactics was 60% of truth and 40%. It worked like that. But now Russia tells 100% of propaganda and some rave. Sometimes it's rave. It is not only the truth. It is nonsense. And you can ask me questions, or maybe may I ask you a question about Russian propaganda in your countries? I think you are from different countries of the world, and I'm sure that Russian FSB spread its tentacles all around the world, and Putin invests billions of dollars in Russian propaganda. But please don't believe every possible way. Try to deny their presence of its regular troops on Ukrainian land. And I was born in Donetsk, eastern part of Ukraine, and grown there. And I graduated from Polytechnical University, and everything was before my eyes. And in March of 2014, I encountered a lot of some Russian-speaking people, but with not local accents, and they were Russians, and they started to to trigger anti-Ukrainian protests. And I told before, Russia spent millions and even billions of dollars, or if you want euros, for propaganda. And well, it is some foreign delegations, some VIP. It is commonplace. It is commonplace because of it is a very nice place, memorial wall, and Mikhailsky Monastery, and many foreign delegations come here. They visit this place. Well, and well, where were we? And well, Putin and Russian propaganda denied the fact that Russian troops were on the territory of Ukraine in any way in 2014, but it's easy to find article in even in Wikipedia, and you can find article in English-speaking in English language Wikipedia. Just find the date 11th of July 2014, and on that day Russia launched missile barrage from Rostov district, and on that day up to 100 Ukrainian young soldiers were killed. And also Russia crossed Ukrainian border on 24th of August 2014 from Rostov district, and they advanced to Ilovaisk. And you can find this information about that Ilovaisk pocket, so-called Ilovaisk pocket, on internet. And they killed up to, I may mistake, up to 300 of Ukrainian soldiers, and they crossed the Ukrainian border with approximately 100 armored vehicles, including tanks and infantry fighting vehicles. Well, guys, once again, my name is Serhii Uzlov. I'm Kiev guide, and I'm also a refugee from eastern part of Ukraine, from Donetsk, and also I can say that I'm still Chernobyl guide because of a temporary area contaminated with radiation closed for visitors due to the fact that it borders with Belarus, and as you know, Belarus is an ally of Putin, and now Chernobyl exclusion zone is under control of our military, and it is possible to visit Chernobyl zone, but only for people who have special permission and accreditation of our military authority. You know, history, talk about it is old comments. Maybe this person troll, or maybe he really wants to know about joint history of Russia and Ukraine. But guys, nowadays we have unlimited number of sources, and I stream just to show you modern life in Ukraine. But I'm not against of replying to your other questions concerning Ukrainian history, Ukrainian modern life, and this war. But there are too much comments and questions under my stream. So please text me under this on YouTube. It will be maybe in 2 or 3 hours. And feel free, text me in some private message. Okay, guys, on distance, it's a beautiful sky today. On distance, you can see Saint Sophia. Saint Sophia survived Soviet era. It is not replica. Now it is something. Oh yeah, I zoomed it. Now it is a museum. Now it is museum. And entrance fee is relatively low, maybe 1 or 2 euros. Well, guys, now we are heading to central parts. No, it is central parts of Kiev, but now we're heading to Maidan. Maidan Незалежності or Independence Square. It will take us maybe 10 minutes. Bye-bye Mikhailivska Square and Mikhailivsky Monastery. And now we're heading that direction along the Mikhailivska Street. It is about 800 meters long. Please guys, don't forget to subscribe my channel, and if you if you love my job, please, you know what to do. You can see QR code. If you have not opportunity to support me, it is okay. So I work not for money. Here I'm just debunking Russian propaganda, and I'm showing you life in Kiev. Mikhailivska street. This street appeared on maps of Kiev in the middle of the 19th century. Most of buildings here survived Soviet era, unlike buildings on Main Street Khreshchatyk. Most of buildings on Khreshchatyk were exploded during Second World War. Let's peep inside of some yard here. This old building. I'd like to show you some outskirts of Kiev, but I'm not sure that there is good internet there. Today is quite windy weather, and how much? What's this time? It is 20 to 5 here in Kiev, and it is still working day, and that's why there are not much people here. And in general, more than 7 million Ukrainians left Ukraine for European countries and countries around the world due to this cruel war, and many people lost their house in I am not exception. I lost my house and I lost my flat in Donetsk, which is in eastern part of Ukraine. And sometimes people, my tourists, ask me how many people live here in Kiev after Russian full-scale invasion, and my answer is always the same. Before full-scale invasion in Kiev lived 3 million people, and now 3 million people are living in Kiev because of people, refugees on internally displaced families replaced residents of Kiev. I cannot see you comments and questions. Maybe internet is not good, I don't know. Let's peek inside. Nothing interesting. Well guys, if you able to see and I cannot see comments, maybe internet is not good here, but I have not information about internet, the quality of internet here. Delivery man. This is a billboard inviting men to join Ukrainian army to defend our territories and the whole democratic world. Now we are nearing to main square of Ukraine, Maidan, Незалежності or Independence Square. Maybe you recollect videos 12 years back, because of on that part of Kiev was bloody clashes between riot police and activists, Ukrainian activists, backers of European way of our development. And over there you can see Angel. It is a replica of the main, one of the main entrance to ancient Kiev. Latsky Gate. It is replica, but it is right on the very same place where it was original of the entrance. For those who is new on my channel, I'm on the one of the main. It is main square of Kiev, Maidan, or we're approaching to Maidan to be more correct. It's a beautiful place. After collapse of Soviet Union, it's undergone massive reconstruction, and all these buildings were demolished. They were exploded during Second World War. I love crows. They are very curious. They are waiting for some food. Excuse me, I have nothing in my pockets for you guys. Well, guys, if you can see me, just send me some message, because of there are neither comments nor replicas under my stream here. I don't know why. Maybe you cannot see me, maybe you can. I'm aspiring streamer, and despite these facts, sometimes during my 2-hour stream, up to 30,000 viewers visit my video, but today I just have no information about you. Maybe it is some technical failure. Maybe internet is not so good. I don't know why. In front of us, the main street of Kiev, Хрещатик street, or вулиця. It is a Ukrainian word for streets. And if you are able to see me now, now we're crossing the street underground, so maybe internet will be interrupted. So please be patient. In 10 seconds I will resume my stream. There is in some explosives sniffer, because of we're in the state of war, and to prevent some terrorist acts, these girls are here. Okay guys, we made it. We are on Khrushchev Street again. And on left you can see 4 buildings. Only these 4 buildings survived the Second World War, and the rest of buildings are relatively new. They were built in the 50s and 60s of the 20th century. Well guys, please subscribe my channel. It is very important for me. I need spreading my videos about life in Ukraine for as much as possible people. And now you can see Czech urchins. It is the right name of these things, and they are here from February of 2022. Oh my gosh, I cannot see your comments. Maybe I speak to vacuum. Maybe my internet doesn't work, but I have not information about it on my screen. And now we are nearing to monuments of founders of Kiev. Kiev is an ancient city, and it was founded 1,500 years ago by these people. They are mythological persons. They existed, but we knew a little about them. But we know exactly that the name of these people were Serhii, 3 brothers, and their sister Libet. Slava Ukraini, Heroyam Slava, Heroyam Slava, guys. At last I can see some messages, some comments under my stream, so it means that I am not alone here on my stream. Thank you for watching me. And we are on the main square of Kiev, Maidan. Maidan is Nезалежності or Independence Square, and in front of me is a stela that symbolizes freedom of Ukraine. And on that place, on the place where this column, this stela is, was a monument to Vladimir Lenin. And after Ukraine gained independence in 1991, this square was rebuilt. It was a massive reconstruction of the square, and now it looks as it is. Well, and in front of me is a central post office, and white building with columns is a National Music Academy. And now we are approaching to People's Memorial, commemorating our defenders. Many people are not only Ukrainian citizens who died for independence of Ukraine. Also you can see flags from other countries across the world. Let's silently look into the eyes of these guys. Some of them were very, very young, others in their middle age, and some people are in respectable age, and all of them should live, not die, because of 21st century in any way in Europe is not for wars. It is for travel, for love, for learning languages, for business. It is French. I think it is French flag. No, maybe I'm mistaken. You just tell me, help me. Salute. I think no. I think it is flag of some Latin America flag, and this is Australian flag. So I bow my head before these guys, our defenders, our heroes. And this is not state-run memorial. It is people's memorial. Как-то в Иране погибли 149, говори об этом. No, I'm not going to tell about death of girls in Iran because of any war on our planet. It is grief, but this guy is obviously from Russia. He reads tell about death of 140 girls in Iran, and usually I skip for comments like this, but obviously this guy is from Russia. He doesn't speak English, he doesn't speak Ukrainian. His goal is just to send me some offensive question. It's just some inappropriate question. So I don't know about. I heard about 140 girls that were killed in Iran. It is very bad. It is very bad. It is grief. But please, Russian-speaking man, tell me about your aim of Russia occupation and war. So you killed not 140 girls. You killed maybe 500,000, maybe more Ukrainian girls, boys, adult people, both military and civilians, and you try to destroy our industrial, our living apartments, buildings, and everything what is in Ukraine. So if you explain me why you do this, maybe I give you answer about 140 allegedly killed girls. I don't rule out that girls were killed, and I don't glad to learn about it. It is a grief for their parents, and any death of a man on the planet, it is grief. But Russians disregard their losses during war. They lost 1,500,000 people, and they prefer not to bring out this topic. And I'm sure that monument like this doesn't exist in Russia, because of Russia tries to hide their fallen soldiers, because of their occupiers, they aggressors, they are killers. So every word they tell, when they just open their mouth, the Russians tell some rubbish, some nonsense. Look at these guys, at their eyes. Actually, we don't know how many Ukrainian soldiers were killed, because of many of Ukrainian soldiers in Russian captivity, and they missed they lost without traces. It is very unfair. It is very bloody and aimless war. And Russians don't want to speak about it. They can see killed girls in Iran, but they never tell about Ukrainian victims and even people who are Russian citizens. And what for they gave their lives. Our guys gave their lives for their families, for their homes. And I'm one of the person who lost everything that was there to my heart. So I'm from Donetsk, eastern part of Ukraine, and Russia destroyed thousands and dozens of thousands of housing and industrial enterprises in Ukraine. And I graduated from technical university, and my first profession was mining engineer. And before Russian before Russian invasion to Ukraine in 2014, just in Donetsk city were 20 big state mines, coal mines, and a lot of smaller private mines. And nowadays, I can't believe it, but there are no one mine left in Donetsk because of so-called liberators, Russian liberators from lives of Ukrainians. They destroyed everything, and eastern part of Ukraine is a traditionally Russian-speaking area, and they killed and left a lot of maybe, I don't know percentage, but most of residents, Russian-speaking residents in the east of Ukraine, they lost them without housing, without normal life. And by the way, in Donetsk, so-called liberated area, in fact it is occupied area by Russia. There are big problems with everything, with running water, with heating, with electricity supply, with everything. So Russian world descended on them. And to say true, many people in eastern parts of Ukraine, due to Russian propaganda, they had Russian sentiments, but Russia destroyed everything in Donetsk, or maybe not everything, but a lot of things, and they deprived the locals in Donetsk, deprived normal conditions of life. Well, guys, my stream is coming to an end because I'm not sure about quality of internet here, or maybe it is my bad. I don't know how to use streaming platform I am streaming from. And thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your maybe donations. I don't know, but I know this guy. I know this guy by sight, but I don't know his name. He's from China. He's a correspondent from China, and he tries to spread information, first-hand information about situation in Kiev and in Ukraine. You can see different faces on the streets of Kiev. Some of them are smiling, while others without emotions. But believe me that every person here lost something or someone during this insidious and unfair war. And obviously this two women lost some member of their family, maybe son or husband. Once again, guys, we are on main square of Kiev, Maidan. Maidan Незалежності, and you can see candle or bottles for candle due to the fact that on 24th of February, last month, we marked the 4th anniversary of full-scale invasion on Ukraine, and please don't mix invasion in Ukraine and full-scale invasion, because of they invaded to Ukraine in 2014, and they tried to disguise their invasion as some kind of separatist movement, but it is obvious that it was a special operation of FSB or KGB, if you want, and they launched full-scale invasion 4 years and several days ago. They attacked us from Belarus, from previously occupied territories, from occupied Crimea, from Black Sea, and also from territory of Russia. Now, for my viewers who is for the first time here, who joined me several minutes ago, I want to show you beautiful monuments to founders of Kiev, three brothers, Kiev, Shek and Kharif, and their sister Libet. Kiev is ancient city, and it was founded more than 1,500 years ago. And Kiev was founded, we really don't know when, but the first settlement of the territory of Kiev emerged more than 1,500 years ago, and these guys are founders of Kiev. Kiev city was named after the elder brother Kiev. I suppose he's first person closer to us. In any way, he looks older than other brothers. Guys, hello from Kiev. My name is Serhii Uzlov, and thank you very much for joining me, for staying with me, and I'm here on the streets of Kiev every day, or maybe nearly every day, because of there is nothing stable here in Kiev during the war, and every night, sometimes in daytime, they attack us with missiles, ballistic missiles, hypersonic missiles, drones, and everything they have at their disposal. And in the end, I want to tell you also that yesterday I read that, or to be more precise, I watched some reel when Russian vacationers in Saudi Arabia, they were indignant about the fact that some drones attacked their places where they live. I don't remember exactly what name. Maybe it was in Doha, maybe in Riyadh. I don't know, but it was discovered that these drones they attacked Arabic countries were made in Russia. In Russia, yeah, it was a sign. It was an inscription on some of these drones. Gerань. It is a Russian drone. It is a replica of Iranian drone, and Russia produces drones like this, and they attack Russians on the territory of I think Dubai. It was Dubai. Well, and now we're approaching to People's Memorial, and it will be my last minutes of my walking tour, my stream. And please join my channel, and tomorrow I plan to continue my job, my streaming from the streets of Kiev. Yeah, so then 1822. Hello, thank you for subscription, thank you for your likes. I cannot see neither subscriptions no likes. I don't know why. Maybe it is my fault, my bad, because of I'm streaming from streaming platform, not directly from YouTube, and maybe I settled it wrong. Well, guys, the last seconds of my video, in front of you is a People's Flag Memorial commemorating our fallen defenders during this idiot war unleashed by terrorist state Russia. Bye bye, guys. Thank you for your likes, for your subscriptions, and this is end of my stream. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye.